Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, pool players around the world tuning in to the 2023 Derby City Classic and 24th installment of the All-Around Billiards Championships. Welcome. Thank you all for being here tonight in attendance, and thank you, all of you tuning in from around the world. What an incredible event with record high participation and record high spectatorship this year. Hopefully, you've all been very entertained. We're dwindling down to our final few players. Coming to you live from the ACCUSTATS Arena here at the Caesars, Southern Indiana. We couldn't have done this without Diamond Billiard products, most of all, Aramith Balls, Simonis Cloth, Outsville Inc., and Master Chalk. So thank you to all of our sponsors. We can't thank them enough. Without further ado, we are going to introduce our two very, very special players. This looks like a Mosconi wishful matchup, bringing it to you a little bit early this year. First up, coming to us all the way from Germany, no stranger to this arena. He's a five-time Mosconi Cup Team Europe representative. Hold your booze. He is a U.S. Open 9-ball champion. Now you can cheer. Sponsored by Predator, Gabriels, and Howe, it's the killer, Joshua FILLER. And his opponent, who we just seen play in this arena a few moments ago. Originally from Paducah, Kentucky, now residing in Texas, 8-time Mosconi Cup representative, 2-time MVP, now it's Team USA, multiple-time Banks Ring Game champion here in this arena, sponsored by Q-Tech and Fort Worth Billiards, it's Skyler Woodward. All right, gentlemen, approach the table and lag for first break. At this time, I'd like to send it up to the booth to our very, very special guest commentators, two legends of the game, Mr. Billy Incardona and the Colonel, Nick Varner. Take it away, gentlemen.
From Accu-Stats Arena in Southern Indiana, we bring to you the 24th installment of the Derby City Classic. I'm Billy Incardona, along with what you just heard, the famous and the incomparable Nick Varner. Nick, this is going to be one heck of a match here with Josh FILLER from Germany and Skyler Woodward from the United States.
Yeah, this is these two guys here. You don't want to blink; it might be over.
Yeah,
they play high octane pool.
Yeah, and that's what it's come to with this Mona surface. It's more of an offensive game as opposed to years ago when, you know, you were at your best years ago. Where the surfaces were, rubberback first, but you played still on Simonis. But when you played on that rubberback surface, it was a much slower game. It wasn't an offensive game. It was more of a moving game. But today's one pocket is a very offensive game, and you're going to see some of that right here tonight here.
Yeah, well, it looks like Skyler's won the leg, so that could come in handy if this match goes hill-hill, huh?
Oh, absolutely. The way the balls are breaking, in which he didn't get really a great break there. He left a lot of options available for FILLER. Now, FILLER isn't regarded as a one-pocket player, but lately he's been playing a little bit more one-pocket. But nevertheless, regardless, never matter. What doesn't matter what game he plays, he's at the top of the field.
Well, he's just such a tremendous shot maker. He just pockets so well. I don't think he's ever met a shot that he don't like, and pretty nice opening shot there, huh? Tucked him right in behind that 6.
Yeah, it's cut off just about the entire table with that particular effort there. Now, Woodward has no other option than to go off the 6 to the up table near the head rail. Excuse me, the head rail. And doing so, is he going to kick it to 1 here?
Yeah. He's going to try to get the cue ball over on this other side.
Well, that was pretty intelligent. He moved to 1, so FILLER, when he comes to the table, he couldn't bank the 1 into the stack and do something with the cue ball to lock Woodward up again. But he moved to 1. FILLER at the table now. He has to be a little creative here. He has to most likely roll down behind the 6 again. Would you roll down the 6 by the 6 off the 1, or if he could do that?
I don't think he can do that very easy. I think he's just going to have to kick soft at the 6.
Yeah, if he had the angle to do it off the 1, he would have done that, because the 1 ball now is in a bankable position for Woodward. but I don't think he's left him in an ideal angle to do that.
Looks like he could maybe leave him behind the 9 here and move the 15 over to his side.
Nice speed, too. Freezing the cue ball on the 9, and he's a really limited filler to what he can do in return, Nick.
Yeah, he's got to get over to that other side. Is he just going to row into the 15 and leave the cue ball on the rail here? Or is he going to hit it with speed? Oh, no, he hit the 1. A little fortunate there on that kiss on the 1 ball, huh?
I'd say so. He lost the control of the cue ball, but that very fortunate kiss there put Woodward back in trouble.
Now, he could cross a 1 here and take him back down table by that 9. One thing Skyler has, I wonder what that combo looks like as far as maybe being able to kiss off at 6 at 7-12. Of course, he can't hit it with that 4 ball there, but
yeah, he's going to have to do something off the 1. I believe he's going to choose your option there of positioning the cue ball behind the 9 again. But he's afraid he's going to come close to that corner pocket with the cue ball, so he's going to be very careful with this attempt.
one thing he's got that's a big threat is that combo on that 10-6 if he ever, well, I think it's going to be gone now.
Yeah, he was unfortunate to have left a gap there.
Yeah.
And left Filler an opportunity to, he didn't really mean to make the 6. He wanted to rail the 6 away, but that's still not that bad.
Do you bank the 12 here?
Yeah, I think you got to go for the bank here, because the only ball that he has to defend against would be the 1. So therefore, he'll feel the angle on the bank, and if he can get the cue ball free of the 1, not leaving a shot on the 1 in the event that he misses the bank, then he'll end up in pretty good shape.
Does he roll it, or does he just kind of slide over and try to play position
that only
on
depends
that
on
stripe, that red stripe?
Yeah, I think he's going to go behind the 1. He's not going to play shape and hit and roll it, maybe with a little spin. Yeah, he didn't cut it enough. See, had he cut it slightly more with a little more side spin, he would have spun behind the 1, I believe.
Yeah.
And it's okay to miss the bank, but as long as you hit it with the correct speed, then you can use the balls around the pack area to protect the ball, to protect that 1 ball.
Now, can he bank the 1 toward his hole and go 3 or 4 rails for defense?
Yeah, he can do that, and I think that's what he's going to do. He's a little lazy with it, though.
Yeah, a little soft, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I can't tell if that's a double kiss on the 1, if he has to maybe kick behind the 1 here, or if he can hit the end rail.
I kind of think it's a double kiss here, Nick.
Yeah.
And it looks really close to the double kiss from
but he seems to be looking at this 4. He may go for the 4 here.
Well, he's an aggressive player and an excellent shot maker.
Yes, he is. We've seen that in the Mosconi Cup this year.
Yeah, I was a little concerned about him coming up with another shot after that, but fortunately the 3 ball came cross table in a position where now he has a shot. Playing position for the blue 2 isn't going to be that easy, Nick.
No, this is, he's got to hit this cue ball good here to get that. Well, he made it look easy.
Very nicely done.
But he's falling straight in once again, and
I think he's got a little bit of an angle. Do you try to force it into the 13-14, or do you go up table for the 11? Looks like he's going to try to open up the 14-13.
Well, that'll be a better shot than the last one if he's able to come up with a shot going into those 2 balls. Huh?
Yeah.
That's You're right. He does have some angle there, but not much.
Okay, let's see how well he hits this. He wants to hit the side of the 14 with a little stroke. No, that's surprising. I don't understand.
Does the 14 go?
From our vantage point, it doesn't appear that it can go.
I think it goes. Looking at the monitor here, I think it goes. Wow, he could even get shape.
Now he's going to have to play a little bit more precise and bank, pocket the 13 and go into the 7 here, Nick. So this is a type of a shot that you shoot extremely well. You position that cue ball and control it exactly where it needs to go.
Yeah, hitting the 7 here is, wow, what a nice shot.
Now that certainly opened up the door for the remaining balls. He should be able to run out from here, Nick.
Yeah, he just come up and get those 2 balls on the spot. Shouldn't be any trouble unless the cue ball's coming too close to that yellow stripe, but I don't think so.
Yeah, this was quite a pretty cool performance he's put on here in game number 1.
Here.
Yeah, it looks like he. Well, I don't think he left himself the angle that he'll scratch, or therefore he can level. He doesn't have to elevate here.
He needs 1.
I think he can shoot this for the level cue.
Yeah.
Well, that was impressive.
That was an impressive run out there. That was anything but routine.
Yeah, he made several real nice shots. The one in particular was contacting the 7 off the end rail and opening up.
Yeah. Well, that was the difference between running out and not getting out.
Yeah, absolutely. In that type of situation, I never get out. But playing you, I played you last night, matter of fact. I remember it well. We played 3 games, and once again, I lost 3 games. But you did get a little lucky on me, Nick. Come on, look at me. Didn't you? Just say yeah, okay?
Yes.
That's all I'm looking for.
Thanks for that 20, Billy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, it looks like Filler scratched off the break. This is interesting. He really doesn't have a type of, unless the 3-6 combination is available. Let's say the 3-6 combination is not available here. We're going to take another look at the break. And let's see what happened here. No, he got a double kiss off the end ball.
He caught that end ball.
And what causes that, Nick? But why does the end ball come out certain racks and not in other racks? What is that the way the balls were racked?
You got me. That's the thing about this one pocket. They say the break's powerful. Like I said earlier, nice to have that break heel, but only if you break good.
Yeah. And that type of a question is probably more appropriately put if I would have give it to Corey Dole or something like that.
Yeah.
A professional, a racker and professional, what happens to the balls when you break them.
Well, yeah, that's a part of the game I missed out on.
Yeah.
Racking.
Yeah. Knowing how not to rack and how to rack. I was going to say, this is kind of interesting because he really doesn't have anything that good. But he sort of looked like one of your shots, Nick.
I tell you what, that was really good there.
I believe he played it like that, too. In other words, his intentions were to hit a 2-railer into the stack, which he did, and hopefully the 9-ball would end up in a very challenging position.
He's going to have a little trouble to keep him off the 2 here. I mean, he can come off the 6 and make the 9, but looks like he's going to leave a bank on the 2.
But he could shoot the 2 into the 9.
Bringing him back in the stack. Pretty nice shot there.
And he could do that, too, which was a little more advanced than hitting the 2,
yeah.
The 2 into the 9. And you really have to know exactly what's happening with that carom in order to shoot that shot.
I think he's left him a shot maybe on this 13. Of course, he's jacked up over those balls. Going to go 2 rails and come over to this middle diamond. And now he's staying underneath.
Once again, understanding exactly what's going to happen when he caroms off the 12 ball, I believe it was, because getting in between the rail and the 2 ball after the carom was the problem. He executed that to perfection.
Yes.
Uh-oh, I think he's left in the 3. I don't know if it passes. It looks like the 3 may be frozen to the 12. Well, we're taking a look at it to see exactly if it's makeable.
And Skyler don't seem too excited about shooting at his hole here.
Yeah, that's for sure. He's going to walk around the table, take another look at it. But I think it's already understood that it's not pocketable.
Well, he's looking at it. I think.
What about if you draw the cue ball with it and try to like push it in, you know, push it through the 12 slightly? I mean, that's a possibility if he has the nerve to shoot that shot.
Yeah, that's pretty aggressive there now. If you force this in.
You know, I was really surprised at how effective that draw is to push the lead ball through the ball. I've seen Jeff Carter shoot that shot and setting it up in different angles, and I was really I missed that one.
Yeah, evidently he was trying to. Yeah, I don't know.
Can we take another look at that, Pat? Because I'm kind of wondering what he had in mind. Let's take a look at it over there in that monitor there. But the speed that he hit it with.
Oh, he's trying to make that combo. Oh. He tried, and he did make a ball.
Yeah, but kind of like a stretch there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was, well, one thing for sure, that was aggressive air.
And playing a player like Filler, which there aren't too many players like Filler, you know, you really can't afford to give this guy an opportunity like this at the table, because you can rest assured he's either going to get out or get at least 6 or 7 balls.
Yeah, he's going to have a commanding lead when he leaves the table normally, and that reminds me, a friend of mine, Bobby Chamberlain, talked to him about trying to beat the straight pool high run, and he said, "You play much straight pool?" And he says, "Yeah." He says, "I play every day when I'm home on my home table, and the pockets are 4 1/8." And he says, "I run 200 every day."
And then he quits.
Quit.
And if you've been watching him run the balls that he's ran so far, you can see he's played perfect angles. He understands exactly what he wants to do, and he does exactly what he needs to do. Now the 7 goes here, the 14 and the 1. I guess we look for him to drop on the 7 here, Nick?
Well, he's a little flat here. He's going to have to pound this in to come back. Well,
maybe the 7 didn't go. You know, from our vantage point, it's difficult for us to make that distinction whether the 7 had a pocket or not. This is going to have to hit perfectly to get shape on the 1 if that's what he plans on doing. Well, the 7 must go. He's got 6 balls. He's playing for 2.
See, going into the stack here, 2 rails.
Well, look what he's done.
Wow, that came out.
Look what he's done there.
Like a Christmas present there, huh?
Yeah, he's going to drop for the 1 here. It appears that he's going to drop for the 1. That's like, no?
Ooh, he's headed for the corner, but it's not going to reach.
Now let's see what he does.
You shoot the 9 there.
You got to shoot a shot that carries some sort of a safety in the event that you happen to miss it, which is very possible. A shot carrying the distance that this shot carries.
Yeah, he hit it pretty gingerly, didn't he?
Yeah, he played it with the speed, not to give up anything in the event that he missed it, which he did. There are 8 balls left on the table. Woodward needs them all.
Can he bank that 3, or is the 9 got him, I think?
I don't think he can bank anything from where he is. I was looking to see what he could do off of one of the balls up table, because he needs all the balls. So if he can't do anything on the foot end of the table,
I'm going to just try to get the 9 over to his side. He needs it to stop, though. Of course, at least he's got to hit this firm. And on these pockets are 4 1/4 inch, so.
he might be able to cross it, Nick. Nope, he went right at it.
Boy.
He hit it firm, which is shortens the bank, which we all saw. Nicely executed rack for Filler. So therefore, in rack number 2, Filler returns the favor, running 6 or 7 balls, winning at rack number 2. Ties up the match 1 game apiece. Race to 3.
Yeah, so far in this match, we haven't seen much defense. It's been pretty purely all offense, huh?
Yeah, well, Woodward took care of that in rack number 1. He got the 7 or the 4 ball, was it, that opened up the balls. In rack number 2, he shot what I think was an ill-advised bank into a combinated ball in the stack. Opened the balls, missed the bank, missed the combination, and scratched on top of it. So we really haven't seen much moving in this game so far. In this match, I should say.
I don't think he can. Can he hit this full enough to avoid the double kiss and get him to hit the side of the long rail and then get him behind the 4? That would be powerful if he could do that.
I don't know what he can do down table here. Was he kicking?
He's kicking at the 4.
But you got to kick softer, don't you? Do you think he really played it that way? Because hitting it with the speed that he hit it with, he had to be sure not to get movement with the cue ball. Hitting the ball he was kicking into with a solid hit would remedy that, which he did. So I'm kind of wondering, which is a pretty ballsy little attempt there. You know, you really don't want to hit that particular kick that hard unless you're pretty sure the results of what's going to happen.
Yeah, you got to hit that ball full. You can't let that cue ball get away on that shot. But you can see how powerful that shot was.
Yeah, that's
he's
why
got big threats over here.
That's why I'm thinking that he may have intended to do exactly what happened there.
Oh, I think so. Otherwise, he would have just. Wow, look at this.
He banked the ball where there was no really avenue. He made one. Very, very beautifully executed shot there.
Yeah, that was a great shot.
You know, he can lose his cue ball here, Nick.
Yeah, and he sure can't afford to. That ball looks like it's blocking a little bit of the pocket. He's got to hit this 9 pretty good because he's got to hit it so soft. No, he didn't hit it soft. Wow.
Well, that
pretty aggressive.
Yeah,
huh?
That turned out really nice because the let's see, the 12-1 and 8 are all open. He has a possible combination with the 3-2. I don't know how it's laying there, but it looks pretty good. But of course, we're not at the table to make that determination. But it looks like he's got a lot, you know, potentially. A nice run out here.
Yeah, he just wants to be sure he gets an angle here, or is he going to spin? No, he's going to end up pretty straight on that 10.
Yeah.
Is he going to have to shoot the 1 here?
It wouldn't be a bad idea if the 3-2 combination is on. Yeah.
I guess he'll come across for the 8. Ooh.
Oh,
wow.
Well, he actually missed that. You know, on another table outside in the arena on the other side.
Yeah.
That ball would not have fallen. But of course,
No, he hit that pretty fat.
But the players know exactly how to hit him on the feature table here. They know that they hit him with the correct speed. The pocket's going to be generous.
Yeah, he definitely hit it the right speed. He needs to kind of split these two balls if possible, the 5 and the 12, so that he gets a shot.
He's looking at the 3-2 now, Nick. I mentioned that before. It looked like it was pretty close to being on. I don't know if it is, but he certainly gave it a real hard look. Now he's taking a look where exactly the cue ball is going to go if he follows through the 8 to open up the rest of the balls. He's going down low. He looks like he's playing safe for the combination now. Well, maybe the other combination.
Yeah.
I think he's playing for 2. He's looking at the combination now. But he really wants to get out because all the balls are in play. So if he doesn't get out here, Filler's still a big threat.
For sure.
He's got to play good shape, which he's done.
Oh, wow.
Very nicely done.
What a nice out. What a
Very
nice
nicely
out.
done, yeah.
Well, just trying to be funny about don't blink, you're liable to miss this match.
Right.
But that may be true, huh?
Well, so far, it looks like it is true. They've played 3 games in probably less than 30 minutes. You know, that's like less than 10 minutes a game. They're playing so good. It really that they're giving us not too much to talk about here, Nick.
I know it.
You know?
They're.
I mean, you know, we could say he'll pocket the ball and come around and play shape for the 4 and pocket that.
Yeah, he's just going to bank a 3 across here on a combination.
That's not going to work out for him.
No, because I think
I don't know if he can bank the 3 now. I don't know if he has room to do that.
Well, from a monitor, it doesn't look like he can bank the 3. Would he kick at the 3?
Well, you know what? As accurately as a player he is, I wouldn't be surprised if he did kick at the 3, because he's a very aggressive player and he's a very accurate player. He understands caroms, kicks, everything. So he's really one of the world's finest players, if not the finest. Hey, he's looking to kick, Nick. You called it right away, and he does have the skills to pull it off. Let's take a look at it.
Well, if he hits it thin, he should come back up table and maybe get into the balls, you know what I mean, and block. He might come up and bump a 14 or the 5 here. Ooh, he hit it too fat.
Well, he was fortunate that the 3 ball didn't it just rub the 2, because he would have opened up a bank for Woodward. Woodward now has to study the layout here because there really isn't anything natural and effective that he's looking at. So he's going to have to get a little creative here.
Looks like here, well, to me, it just looks like you play safe here and try to maybe get a ball on your side.
Back to 2, maybe into the 3. Draw the cue ball to the bottom rail and back of the 6. Maybe that's something like that?
Yeah, put it underneath the 6 here where he can't get up table.
Maybe hit back to 2 into the 3. Move a ball to your side. It's so big right now to get a ball on your side. And if he can get a ball to his side, he'll stop a lot of Filler's options.
Yeah, he wants to block him with the 6 here. No, he just went dead. It's going to go, too. Boy, that's brutal in one pocket. How many balls you make when you don't want them to go, isn't it?
No, I know this is not your style of one pocket from this position. Would you kick at the stack with a little speed going up table with the cue ball here? I mean, you know, I mean,
Yeah,
he's
maybe.
I don't think he can protect his position with any other option but the kick.
Well, I like that.
Do you kick 2 cushions to the 6 here? I think that would be the correct shot
Yes.
from this position here.
Yeah, I would kick it to 6. I don't see anything else to think about, really.
Well, he could. Yeah, you're correct. That's right. And he's got a bridge over the entire stack, which is going to hamper not only his bridging of the shot, but his actual view of the shot.
He's having a hard time finding a place to put his hand here.
He's going to be really preoccupied with not fouling here. So he's got to hit this accurately. I don't believe he did. He didn't hit the 6.
Isn't it amazing how when you play that shot, how many times you come way short like that, you know what I mean?
Well,
your awareness on that shot should be sure you aim a little closer to that corner pocket than, because it seems like when you kick it that so many times, you don't even get within 2 balls of it.
Yeah. He played the professional side of the kick, no question about that, because you don't want to play the other side of the 6.
No, you don't want to go over the top.
You lose there. Against Filler, you lose with that shot, so therefore you have to be very, very conscious of hitting it to the safe side, the professional side, which he did.
And there he kept it pretty simple. He just protected on his 6. That was the words of wisdom from Eddie Taylor. He always said, keep it simple, stupid. The KISS principle.
Yeah. But upper echelon players can afford to take a scratch or to kick on that side of the ball, knowing they may foul, because they can afford it. Because they play so well, when they get a shot, they run a bushel basket of balls usually, which we've seen so far in this match.
Looks like he's got to execute pretty good to protect on the 6 this time, huh?
Yep.
Might not be able to.
Yeah, he's going straight at the ball. I don't know. He's in a tough spot here.
Yeah, it's hard for him to do anything to maintain his position.
Yeah,
he did what you mentioned earlier, but he's left him a shot.
Yes, he has.
If he gets a shot here, it's allowed to be over this match.
And
after he makes that 15, I don't see any. He don't have any options. He's got to shoot here, but
I think he's going to get a shot. I think he's going to.
Think he'll get a shot on the 9?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's going to hit it with a nice follow through.
It is pretty thin, though. Well, it's not too bad, but it is a little thin. You got to aim pretty hard at this. If you don't make this, you lose. It's going to be hill.
And he didn't make it, and he didn't make another one. And the way the balls are positioned here, he can take his chair and watch Filler run out, because that's what he's going to do. I believe so.
Well, he's got a little work to do. He's got those 2 sets of 3 sets of 2 balls that don't look like they go. Well, the 3 goes if you get over past the 2, but he's got a little work to do here, Billy.
How about playing for the 9 here? Oh, he opened those up nicely. Watch out.
Well, he went the way where he might. He didn't get a shot, I don't think.
He don't have a shot. He has a bank on the 12, but that's not free.
I've done this a million times where it looks like I ought to run out. And
he's looking to cut the 4 in here, Nick.
Yeah, with a lot of reverse maybe to kill it. Not going to reach.
Well, it would have reached if he would have hit it toward the pocket, but...
Boy, Skyler Woodward's got to count his lucky stars. Here, he only getting 1 from there, huh?
Yeah. I thought...
I kind of like coming back for the 9.
I
like that better.
He could have got a nice angle on the 9 to open up some balls. But I didn't see much wrong with what he did. He just got unlucky behind the ball. Because, he's got the skills and the management to control that cue ball pretty much where he wants to control it to. So he got just a little unlucky there. He's pretty aggressive.
Yeah, that's, I don't, he's got a lot of confidence in his banking, that's for sure, playing that shot, huh? Because he just bet the game on that shot.
And I think this time he's going to pay for it.
Well, if he has to shoot the 3,
Why don't
I
they?
kind of like playing the 13-4.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not doing that. Because he can't be shooting into a full pocket here.
No.
Unless he's playing the combination.
Oh, I see, yeah. That makes sense. Playing the combo, because it couldn't have been much of a pocket for that ball.
Well, he's got himself in a position now where I know he's quite comfortable with the way the balls are lying. If he has the angle, he'll draw into the 11, but if he doesn't, he may have to draw all the way out here.
Well, this is going to be relatively painless here.
Uh-oh, that's a miscue there.
Wow.
I don't know what he did there, but he certainly didn't do what he intended to do, which is so unfiller-like, I should say. Now Woodward needs to bank the 11 with confidence. The balls are in pretty good play here. I mean, pretty nice. I see that he can get the 11, 12, and 5, 2. Those are 5 balls that are
hard
very
to get
accessible.
shape here, isn't it?
No, with some speed, I think he can get shape easy. You're right. He's going again.
Well, I can't blame him really here because he's behind pretty good on the ball count, but not that bad, though.
Yeah, he missed that, and he hit it with a little bit too much speed, too. The pocket didn't accept the shot.
Well, it needs 3.
I think he's got a little bit of a problem here if he happens to go into the 6.
Yeah, I don't
know.
think he's going into the 6, but yeah, he's playing for the 11. Did he go too far? No, I think he's okay. Oh, no, he's got to shoot the 6.
Okay, we're hill here. Both players have two games. It's Woodward's break, and like you said before, when the match started. If it goes hill, Woodward's got a slight advantage, or a pretty good advantage for breaking the balls.
Don't think we're going to lose too much sleep on this match, Billy.
No. I think Skyler Woodward's opting to take a break.
Okay, we're hill here, and Skyler's got the break, so...
Answer this question. Has the opponent cracked the break in any of the 4 games? Has the breaker won every time?
Let's see.
Well, Skyler won the first game, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then obviously Filler had to win the second game, and then
Yeah.
Skyler won the third game, and Filler won the last game.
Yeah.
So the breaker has held serve every time. So let's see what happens here. It doesn't appear that he has anything looking in that direction. Would you run the risk of kicking 4 cushions behind a 13 here?
That's possible, but I think that I might consider, well, of course, that 1's a little bit in the path. He's going to clear some stuff out, I think. Wow, what a nice shot.
Excellent shot. Not only did he
I
clear
like-
the balls, but look at how he positioned the cue ball. He had the imagination and to understand the angle that he had, what happened with the balls, and what would happen with the cue ball. And he executed it exactly the way he needed to execute it, and he got great results.
Well, the key word was imagination. That's what makes this game so great, Billy.
Yeah.
Is you need a good imagination to play this game great, but it's what makes it fun when you come up with a shot like that, huh?
And that's what makes you feel I'm him. When you have that type of imagination, then you're the man. I'm him. Yeah. When you have that type of an imagination and you execute exactly the way you envision things happening, and they happen, you have to feel really good about yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm certainly sure you felt that way quite a few times.
Yeah, I like that feeling.
Yeah, it's a good feeling, isn't it?
Skyler's in a little bit of trouble protecting here.
Yes, yeah, going down this way, he can't leave a return bank here.
He may have to stop
So he can
underneath that 12 and 11, but he might have left him. I think this bank goes. I think he might be able to spin all the way over for the 7 here.
Yeah, but can he miss the kiss here?
Oh, yeah, the kiss he can miss.
Okay.
Now, that 13, he's got to avoid it. Maybe he's got to cut it too much, but maybe he can't get over there behind the 7 now. Or maybe he banks toward the 13. But I like going for this shot if at all possible, because this bank's not that hard.
If I'm playing here, I play cue ball behind the 7, and whatever happens to the 12 happens to it, which he's done. And like you said, this bank is a nice bank, and the 12 ball will go, which it almost did. I thought the 12 fell.
I thought he hit it good enough to make it. I'm surprised that he had me snookered there. Filler had me snookered, and I thought he had made it, but Skyler's got to feel pretty good there that ball didn't fall. That was going to be could have been the game. At least he's going to be in a deep hole in this game.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. See, my type of one pocket, of course, my skills have diminished to the point where I'm banking the 7 cross table, positioning the cue ball on the side rail near the diamond, the center diamond, protecting the 11. You know, at least I'll get a ball off of his side onto my side. That's good enough for me. But, of course, you know, you think and you play the way you think. And let's see what he does. Oh, my God. He got
Great minds think alike, Billy.
I can play again. Okay, Nick, don't run my back, okay? Come on. I mean, come on. Great minds. Makes me feel like I'm a stroke, which obviously I'm not, but I can make believe. Sometimes you really got to do something simple in order to, you know, stay in control of the rack a little bit. And unlike what he did the last time he was at the table when he sold out that bank on the 12, he tried to play too exact in the situation.
He should have just left it underneath those two balls on where they're lined up with the combination up table. He just went too far. I think he tried to do too much.
That's what I'm saying, you know. I mean, try to play too exact, you know, and he didn't need it. He's kicking here, isn't he?
Yeah, I like that shot. Very good. Except, well, the 11. It's a good thing it got up a little enough to block his bank.
Yep, exactly.
I thought he's going to nestle in there, but what do? You just knock the 13 away here?
Yeah, I knocked the 13 away, and I try to follow it a little bit. Not much. There you go. Nicely done. Now he took the kick away because now is the kick still there? I don't know if it is or not.
Well, this bank's not laying very hard here, but the problem is I don't think there's any reward for making this 11.
Well, that all depends on what he can do with the cue ball here.
Yeah, I don't know if he can drag it up for the 13 or this bank's not
I mean, he can
the hardest bank in the world there.
I think he can hit a full ball here and draw it to the 13 because he can turn it. You know, with a nice stroke, he can turn this bank like he's done here.
Now too high.
Yeah, he didn't turn it.
Yeah.
He didn't hit it with the speed to turn it, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I think he went too low on the cue ball. It took a little turn off the object ball when you go low like he did with the cue ball. You really want to hit it maybe 3/4 of the way down or side spin it, you know, to get that middle ball side spin, the center axis.
Well, one thing you got to be careful in this game when you go up table. Sometimes it's better to leave the ball close to your hole. If you make it, you have to shoot again, Billy. Off the end rail.
So now you're thinking like me. Now you're thinking like me.
Wow.
Oh, wow, I was right.
Wow, what a great
this
shot.
That was the type of a shot you play on the telestrator. You know, well, I'll spin this in. I'll hit 2 cushions and drop on the end rail.
Is he
Okay.
going for the 14 here?
Yes, he is. And then once again, I'll just come down for the 14. I don't think I can cut this one in and drop underneath the 13. I don't believe I can, but unless I feel
Now that's
real
confidence.
good. You know.
That is confidence
Yeah.
if you float this in, come across.
I think I'll play the safe side of the 13, and if I happen to make it, I'll either do something with the stack or bank the 13.
They're going to freeze him on the 4 here, or
Yeah, if he goes toward the stack with the cue ball, he should move the 5 and try to position him on the 4, like Nick said. It'll open up some balls, but he has to have good cue ball to put him on the 4. Because the 4
well,
blocks.
you don't want to hit it so fat he leaves a shot on the 5. But boy, it looks like if he drives the 5 into the stripe of the 4 there, that
Yeah.
the 6 and then break out the 2, and you're in a powerful position if
But
you're
I
on
think
top
he-
of the 4.
But I think he has to cut the 5 to his
Too
right,
much.
and he's going to lose the cue ball. If he has to do that, it's going to. If he doesn't cut it, it's going to go into the 4, the 5 that is. So he doesn't have much of a.
Well, he's certainly
a
looking
good
it
angle.
over, so it's obviously not too easy.
Oh, he's going the other way. He's shooting the 5 into the 8 and going up table. Like, well, you know, he didn't do it that way. I thought that he could have done something better than that, but maybe not, because I'm not going to really win too many arguments with this guy here, you know. I can't second guess Filler. I never second guess you, and I'm not going to second guess Filler.
Nicely done, because if you get a little careless there, you leave that bank cross corner on that stripe, the 12 or 10, and yeah, you almost got to shoot here, don't you?
I don't know. I don't know if I shoot here, you know, because there really isn't any reward. And you're going to give up something in return if you don't make this bank. Well, not if you hit it like that.
I guess you just dig us out.
Yeah.
Hit that long rail and stick your rock.
Yep. Takes a nice stroke to do this.
This is one that you don't want to decelerate on.
He's hitting the foot rail here because
he's banking it toward his hole.
No, he didn't. He's going to leave Filler. No, he's going to leave a return bank here.
Yeah. Unless it's a
not
scratch.
a nice one, I'll tell you that.
If it's not a scratch.
It might be better two railing it, but I don't know. That's tough too.
Yeah, that corner pocket.
I tell you what he does have here. He could kick into the 15 because he's got nice protection with the 5.
Yeah.
He could kick into the 15. He hasn't looked at the kick shot yet. Played a nice cue ball.
Well, he's hit them last 2 banks. That was a hard bank there because controlling the white rock, that was really hard. And
you know, he's looking at the 13, which is really ill-advised considering the position of the cue ball.
you got to hit a warp speed. I don't like that.
Yeah, he's got to spin it. And I don't believe that's in my arsenal to do this. But of course, I'm not at the table, and you know, I don't know about that shit. I think I would stay away from this shot. And he's really envisioning himself walking to the winner's table after this shot. But I don't know if he's going to get there shooting it.
Yeah. Well, he did roll it. They give him the best chance to make it, but the best thing here is he may have a lot of trouble possibly getting another shot after this one.
But this one here, don't you play two cushions around, play shape to break open the ball, stick them on the 15? Let's take a look at the overhead, please.
Yeah.
Let me.
Yeah, I like that.
Where's this telestrator pen? You have the pen?
Right here.
Do we have an overhead? I like it. Pocketing the ball, position here, and then going to the 15, putting him on the 4 and opening up some balls.
Yeah, I like that.
I kind of, that's what you have to do sometimes. By going into the rack, I don't like that. Let's see what he does.
I think he's going to do what you're saying.
See, now if he can get on the 15 and stick him on the 4, then he's got him. See, now if he can hit the 15, open up all the balls on his side, and stick him on the 5 there, 5-4, he's got a big advantage. I really don't like what he's doing here. I think the other shot is really a good shot.
Yeah, I like your shot better. Because even if he makes that, that's just one more ball.
Yeah, he's going to open up the balls. Now he's a big favorite to win. He's got such an edge by opening those balls and sticking them there. He's forcing him to play his game.
Such a powerful position, you
yeah.
know. And
and not only that, the score indicated that he's leading 5-0. If he can open up those balls now, he has control. He has control, and he can play the rack any way he wants to now because of the control that he has. If he feels that he needs to play an up-table game, and if he can't get a shot right away, he'll play an up-table game. See, what he did is he really put himself in jeopardy by bringing that lone ball back down table. I think that's a little bit of the inexperience Filler has in this game.
well, he just has such incredible confidence, he just can't imagine losing.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a 10 bankable. I don't know. Probably isn't.
I think it is, but it's not laying too bad.
If it's laying straight in, you can draw back and play position for the bank on the 6. Yeah, come on,
I think he's got to cut it a little, but if he goes into the 9 and then opens up a 5, or 4, hits a 5, opens up, but I know one thing, I'd have to look at it because this may be the best shot he gets for his money.
I guarantee if any player's going to look at it, it's going to be him.
Yeah. Yeah, it must not be laying too good because we've already seen he's not scared to bank.
Yeah, it must not have been available because he would have probably banked it if it was. And if it was available, I don't think Filler would have shot the shot that he shot.
Well, it may be time to start moving them up table here with a 5-0 lead. Yeah, that would be my recommendation.
Yeah, that's definitely what to do. Definitely what to do. Yeah. But going back to that shot previous to when Filler was at the table, he opens up the balls. He puts Woodward in an awkward position, and he's really very, very compromised. And then now Filler can choose whatever game he wants to choose from there. He can win from there, or he can play an up-table game from there if he chooses to do so. That's really.
Dang, he might have left him a shot on the 6 here.
He's going up by. Shoots this, he's going to go up by the 4, isn't he?
Well, up toward the end rail, but really, it's not such a bad choice.
Oh, he drew it, and he opted to stay down table, and he overcut it, which gave him a thicker hit on the carom ball.
Yeah.
Where he was able to stay right where the cue ball ended up.
Well, one thing, you can be a little bit patient when you're leading 5-0.
Right.
More so
absolutely.
Then Sky's got to look at something where he can get some balls. Either that or they got to go down table, and then he's got to bring them back up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, there ain't one down table because he's going to bank the 15 ball on his side. You know, he would like to go cross table a little bit with the cue ball, not give him that bank on the 13, which he didn't do. Let's see what happens with the 4. Well, the 4 took care of that. Now he doesn't have anything. Now, I believe he's got to go into the 9 here and move some balls on his side of the table, draw the cue ball back down. You know, because those two, the 9 and the 2 are certainly not favoring Woodward being in the position they're in.
No. I think he may have to come with the wedge this game.
Oh, please, don't talk about the wedge. There's the man that played the wedge, and I'm the guy that gave the wedge the name because I played Nick so much, and he put the balls in that wedge position so often. I remember playing you one time. I needed 1 ball. We have time to talk now, right? The balls are kind of going up table. We got a little time.
Yeah.
I remember playing you. I needed 1 ball, and you needed 7. And 4 balls were in play, and you started hitting them toward the corner. And I said, what's he doing? He needs all the balls. Why is he hitting them toward the corner? And all of a sudden, about 5 or 6, 7 shots later, there was a wedge in the corner. And I'm saying, but this man's really a fool, man. And so you don't want to play ball for ball when you need 7 and the other player needs 1. But you were so patient and so determined, and you had that never give up attitude, and you beat me that game off the wedge. And the most balls you ran was 2, and I'll never forget that. And I said, well, I'll be, and so therefore later on in life, I started playing the wedge, sticking the same way, but I never did do what you did. That was really impressive there. You know, I mean, you showed me the strength of never giving up and have patience. And that's what I learned when I played you that game. You know, you got to have patience and you don't give up. And you taught me that.
Yeah, those 3 words are pretty powerful. Never give up.
Well, that's
don't
what
get
you did.
frustrated
That's the
and
way
lose
you
your
play.
composure.
That's the way you play. I watched you play, I don't know, 1,000 times. You don't ever give up, and you have such patience.
Well, that's what
there were people. Scott Frost played you, and you beat him easily years ago when he was younger, right? Not that you couldn't when he got older, but the thing is, when he was younger, you played him. He was up and coming and everything, and he played you. What a mistake that was. You don't want to be a young player playing Nick Varner, because when you get out of that match, you feel like, oh, you were totally outplayed. He told me, he said, I'll never play that guy again.
That's what he told me when he quit. He says, I'll never play you again.
That's what he said. Oh, boy. Isn't that something? And for you people out there that are listening to this, you got to have patience playing this game, okay? And there's going to be times when you're not going to want to have patience, but reach deep down inside and grab some, because you're going to need it if you want to win.
Well, if I have a choice on my tombstone, I want it to say never give up, not the wedge.
Okay. I'm sorry, back to the match.
He made a nice bank there, and I don't know, he can't hit the 15 here. I thought he had a pretty good shot, but boy, he's just off a fraction. Very good.
Now, I don't know how much of that. Can Filler hit the 3 at all? Because it's a free shot if he can hit the 3. I don't think he can hit the 3.
No, he can't hit it. He may just roll past the past the 4.
Tell me, Nick, what would you do here? I mean, what would you do here? You need 7 balls. Your opponent has 6.
I think I'd hit the 5 here, drive it to the 13, where at least I have a threat for a bank, and just put him in the middle of the short rail by where you rack the balls. Just put it at the middle diamond. Just try to get this 5. Both balls bankable, you know. What would you do here?
Yeah, I wouldn't try to put a ball down table now, because they don't want to play ball for ball with all balls out of play, needing 7 to your opponent's 2. You know, I don't think I would do that. That's the way Filler wants to play. He wants to play with one ball. In other words,
for sure.
Let's see who can win this battle with this one ball. That's why I don't want to put one ball down table now. I want to put a ball on the foot spot and then another one on the foot spot. That's what I want to do.
Now Skyler's got a chance to do something here. He's got a chance to do something here if he can. I just try to make a 2 here, though. I wouldn't do nothing fancy. I'd make sure that 2 ends up close to my hole as possible.
You don't want to follow with the cue ball. You want to like stop it right there. I think you want to stop the cue ball here.
And you don't want it to. You want it to come short. You don't want it going long.
Right. And you don't want it to escape that corner pocket by far because you don't want to give up a bank on the 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, he's thinking about stuff like that right now.
I think he's got to cut it too much. I think the problem is I think he has to cut it too much. I think he's going to go down table with the cue ball. I think it's not laying as good as it looks.
It's going to spread. It's going to spread here.
That's what I mean.
See, it's going to spread. See how much it spread? Wow.
Yeah, see, he had to cut it a lot more.
Now, Filler's looking at the cut on the 4, a ball that I wouldn't even look at.
I just try to make a 2 with center level stroke.
If you have the eyes to cut a ball that thinly, why don't you cut the 2 thinly and bank it? Yeah, scratch your head because I know.
One thing you have to be careful when you're in filler spot here, you think I got the nuts here.
yeah.
And you're liable to end up not too many more mistakes like that. He may not end up in the winner's circle here.
Well, let's take a look at it. He's gone down too far for the 4. And now he's in back on the 9.
The same spot again. He's laughing.
Yeah.
Skyler's laughing.
He's got to be careful here because he can leave the back of the 15 real easy if he can't see it. He's going to move the 9. I don't think he wants to do that.
Why don't you just tap the cue ball to the rail? You might leave a shot on the 3.
Yeah, you can't do that. And let's see, you got to have good speed of the cue ball, which he has.
You don't want to leave that 3
which
hanging
he has.
out. I think he's left the 3 hanging out.
Well, he's got to hit it pretty good.
Maybe not.
9 feet away from the 3 here on the rail. Not very enviable position. That's nothing for a guy like Filler, though. Nicely struck ball, Dick.
Yeah, he hit that with a little reverse to try to hold it, and he got too much. He hit it too full. But it was a good hit. That's you want to, and he's got him blocked. I'd cut the 4 in here and go down for the bank on the 3.
Difficult shot, but you consider the score, trailing 6 balls to 2. Maybe this is the correct shot, but if you miss it, you may get a kiss here. No problem. Just as Nick called it, and probably just the way he would have executed as well.
Now, if he can make this 3 and get over where he could play that 9 ball 2 in the corner, he's got a chance to do some serious damage here.
I think that's what he tried to do. Now he's got the 13.
Well, now he may bank a 13.
Okay, this is going to be kind of.
He's kind of going the wrong place with the cue ball here. Yeah. He's hitting it with reverse to try to go forward so he doesn't get over here. But overcut it.
That's no good. Well, he may have left the kiss angle.
He might have left that double kiss here.
He left the kiss angle for sure. He's got to kick this out.
Well, see, now, Billy, I'd be feeling like $1 million. I was down 5-0 and 6-4. Like, not one more mistake. It may be the.
Yeah, you're definitely back in the game here, and this is the deciding game. Racing the 3, matches tied up at 2 games apiece, and the winner of this game will advance in the tournament.
Can you play the 15 here, 2 rails, and draw into the 8, and maybe get a shot on either the 9 or 13 next?
Looks a little flat to do that. You don't want to leave that return bank.
Oh, you think it's going to go long?
Yeah, I think it's going to go long, yeah.
Yeah, you might be right there.
No, if he's going to shoot this, he's got to hit it with speed here. And this is pretty much of a gamble here.
Yeah. Boy. It all started with him shooting that cut shot and
The
whiffing
four
it.
ball. What about that 4 ball he shot?
Oh, yeah.
That ball, was real advised, and that put him. That gave him the energy and the confidence that is Woodward. Gave him some energy that he was missing. All of a sudden I'm back in this a little bit.
Yeah, he was like a dead man. He's come out of the grave, and now he's got to feel, hey, guy, I can win this game.
Right. So therefore, you have to show that patience. Like we were talking about before, when Filler shot the 4, which was ill-advised. Okay, if he had a little more patience, he wouldn't be in this position.
Well, he plays so good, he just wanted to go ahead and lay the hammer down. He's kicking for his hole. No, he's just playing safe.
Even though you may play that good, you may feel that you can do certain things. Sometimes the score really strongly suggests you don't do it. And when you go against principle, you're going to lose a lot more than you should.
Well, he's got a bank here for his hole. 1 regular.
He's got to spin it.
Oh, no, he's going 3.
Doesn't have the speed.
Yeah, it shows
Do you
shows
kick the
real
5?
patience there.
Do you kick the 5 here? I mean, I think he can kick it, can he? If the cue ball was down a little further, it looks like he has the angle to kick it.
I don't know. It doesn't look too good as far as having a chance to make it. You're liable to knock in one of these balls, too, coming across. You got to hit that pretty thin to have a chance to make it.
That's why I thought he would stay on this end of the table. If he felt that he could kick it anywhere close to the pocket, because he's going to have good speed with that kick.
Well, I hate to open these balls up.
He's playing the 2-reeler here. Oh, no, there's no 2-reeler. Excuse me.
Oh, I like that.
No, I don't think there was a 2-reeler. I think the 15 blocked it. No, he can get real aggressive here and try to bag the 15 here.
Well, I think Skyler's got his attention all of a sudden in this match.
Well, he
went
should,
from a huge favorite. He's going to try to make it. He's going to leave a bank, too, this time.
Unless it freezes.
Unless it freezes.
And that's what it did. It got too close to that side rail to bank, I do believe.
No, I don't think so. I think
it's not off that rail much. I mean,
he has to dodge the kiss here.
Yeah, the likeliness of a kiss is so likely.
Boy,
here.
if he could hit it with a little outside and not kiss it and get shape on that 5, that'd be sweet for Skyler.
Wow, what a hit! I mean, that was
look at
really
this.
a good hit.
Yeah, he cut this baby in.
Or he can double bank it or cut it.
I like cutting it.
You don't want to hit that point of the side pocket here. I mean, that carries a big penalty if you do that. So let's see what happens. I think that he missed it, but it rolled out a little bit after he missed it. Now, this is you may have to hit ball first and get the double kiss here. He's going to the side cushion and trying to stick it. This doesn't play that easy, which it didn't. And now he's left him. Well, he may have left him a bank here, Nick.
Yeah, I think he can spin this in, I believe.
Got to be careful with the 2-rail scratch on this shot.
Yeah, you got to make sure you come in short of that corner. It'd be a shame to lose it scratching here.
And to come short of the pocket, it means he's going to have to hit the 5 ball a little thicker than he normally would.
Yeah.
So therefore, if he misses this bank, it's going to be short. I mean, it's going to go short. Or long, I should say. He'll miss hitting the short rail. Oh, he played at 2 cushions.
You just got to hope it's got. How about this shot?
Oh, when it hit that rail.
How
it
about
just-
that shot?
Oh, wow. Nice shot.
Look, if it falls, look at the 8 he's got for the win.
And Woodward now at one time in this match, trailing 6-2, is now
Ahead 6-5.
6-5.
I've lost a million games like that where I'm ahead and I just think there's no way I can lose it. Boy, you just can't afford to lose that. Your patience, you know.
Okay, I know I'm asking the wrong person this shot. I know I am, but I'm going to ask anyways, okay? And you know what I'm going to ask, right? Do you play both balls here, Nick? The 6 and the 5. Those two are tied up now, so he can't get out
I
on
think
you.
I play the 6 and then play position for the 5 is what I like.
Yeah, well, you know,
Well, nothing wrong with that. I like playing the head ball.
Yeah, well, in playing the head ball, the other balls are going to end up going
Close
towards
to your
pocket,
hole.
too. That's the shot I was saying. Would you have played that shot?
Yeah, I think I would.
I would've played it.
If I'm at this stage of the tournament where I have to be playing good
Right.
to be
You're going to hit the shot
I'm
good.
going for the
You're
juggler
going to hit the
here.
shot good. If you're a little timid, you're not playing well, I wouldn't advise playing that shot. But when you have confidence in your game, which he has right now, if he hit that shot good, you could win right there. And if you know, the worst thing is that you take your seat and both balls are on your side.
Yeah, and sometimes they roll where you really got the guy trapped
Yeah,
if they don't
yeah,
go.
right. You know.
Boy, you got to go for the 5 here, don't you? Bank the 5 toward your hole, don't you?
If I do that, I hit it with a low ball inside English and kill it.
Yeah. The only reason I wouldn't play this is with that low inside you're talking about, I don't want to run into the 6 here.
No,
you follow what I'm saying?
No, you overcut it. You overcut it, and you miss the 6, you know? And that way the cue ball ends up where he's walking from, where that chalk is on the side rail there.
Well, he's tired of these two.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, that he's got to get them. Those were favoring Skyler so much.
I don't blame him.
Because he couldn't bank them in his hole.
Okay. Now, do you go offensive here and bank the 6? It's really a tough bank to shoot, especially when you got the lead 6-5, you know. But it's doable, and I know he's looking at it. I don't know. He's rubbing his shaft like this is mine. But I think he's staying away from it because he can sell out the 5. He's got to hit it with the speed to make it, and in doing that, he may have sold out the 5. Now he's left a cross corner bank here.
Yeah, he may not like that. I think he should have waited for a better shot. That was a pretty tough bank error.
Yeah.
Because he had to exert so much energy on controlling the cue ball.
Oh.
I know one thing. I'd feel like I'd dodged lightning in the first degree. I'd be so happy if I was in Skyler's shoes now.
It's a 6 ball far enough off that end rail for him to follow down for the bank.
Yes.
This match may be over, providing that he stays down, pockets the 5, and comes up with a shot on the 6 bank.
He needs it to stop him.
No, it's close now.
He's got to twist it
close.
now if he's going to make it,
It's
I
close.
think. Can he hold it?
It's close. He can get a kiss real easy. Oh, he just missed the kiss, but he won the match.
Wow, what a nice comeback for Skyler there.
Yeah.
Those 3 words, never give up, really came into play there, huh?
Yeah, and Filler should walk away feeling that maybe I shouldn't have shot that 4, you know, to open up the door. Or, you know, open up so the door opened a little slightly, which was enough, obviously. And Woodward came away with the win. Nick, what do you think?
Had a good time, Billy. It was a blast.
Thank you. Yeah, I enjoyed myself as well, Nick.
It was really fun. And it was a great match, too.
Yeah, yeah. And a lot of stuff in that last game. It was very
going on
interesting.
there.
Oh, yeah, very interesting. A lot of nice stuff, too.
Yeah, mentally, there was a lot. Decision-making was big time there.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess we're going to get out of here now. We'll wrap it up. This is Bill Incardona on behalf of Nick Varner. We enjoyed ourselves. Hope you enjoyed yourself out there watching the match. Thank you, and we will see.